This is Sportscenter.
Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Got a lot of games to cover. Let's get at it. In our first game this week, we had the Titans plow to an awe-inspiring 30-point win. The Rams lost this one, but will stay at number 3 in the NFC West. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Giants win their 4th game of the year. Taylor stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. 49ers, Seahawks. Walker came up with a big play as he was able to pull this one in. The 49ers win this one by the final score of 27-20. Number 80 had over 50 yards receiving and helped his Patriots beat the Bills. In the Queen City, Cincinnati, we had the Bengals edge their way to a narrow 3-point win. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here.
All right, Chris.
Raiders, Jets. Number 16 would air it out on this one, and he would find his man. The Jets go on to win this by the final score of 34-23. Down in Tempe, Arizona, we had the Cardinals get sent away with a 7-point loss. The Saints defense held their opponents to under 100 rushing yards in their win at the Georgia Dome. The Dolphins won on the road and will now head home to meet the Jets. Colts, Jaguars. Number 84 emerged as a real weapon as he pulled one in here. The Jaguars go on to win this by the final score of 41-17. The Broncos won this contest and will now move to second place in the AFC West. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, thanks. Before we get to the big news of the week, let's do a quick shakedown on the rest of the NFL's injuries. Jamal Lewis won't see action for a while, and that'll be a big offensive loss for his team. He'll be out for the rest of the season. Now we'll move on to our top story of the day. Jamal Lewis will be on the sidelines for a while, and that is not good news for his club. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Panthers pick up their 8th win of the year. Bears, Steelers. Number 87 came up with a huge play here as they cover a lot of real estate on this one. The Steelers win this one by the final score of 13-10. And in our final game, we had the Cowboys come away victorious.
All right, Boomer, thanks. Time to check out our playoff races now as December is officially upon us. Let's start it out with a look at the AFC. And now checking things out over in the NFC playoff race. So that's how things shape up. Still plenty of intriguing matchups upcoming as we get closer and closer to January. So that'll do it from here. Boomer, we send it back over to you.
That'll do it here for Pivotal Week 14. Things ought to get very interesting over the next 3 weeks, huh? Before we go, my prime-time players' game balls go out to a few gentlemen that are pushing their teams toward the playoffs. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.